along the south, along towards the south.
I believe I'm here, right?
Yes. No, you're on the other side. So let me move the NPCs exactly where they are because the NPCs aren't in the right spot yet. I'll zoom out a little bit more. So you're on this side of these guys. And then
I'm assuming I'm just a random thing, so I don't have a picture yet.
you're the blue thing. You should be able to move. This one.
Which one
Yeah.
am I?
This should be you, Sophie.
What am I looking at? Oh, where is this?
The other Tamsin picture.
Where would the stairs down to, like, where we normally be?
It'd probably be like here. Cool. And then yeah, so basically the people in the white shirts are the bad people, the pirates. Actually, there's one less over here because you pushed one off the edge. Oh no, there is four. I was right.
Well, are you sure? I don't know.
The
I think
person
I'm
in the
sure.
red is the Rockman captain, and then the people up here are the crew of the other ship, or the crew of your ship. So yeah, do you want to roll me some damage and then everybody roll me some initiative?
My initial attack included the damage, I believe.
Did you? Okay, cool. Let me just open the initiative tracker, the turn tracker. Let me clear it. Cool. So basically, click on your token.
The token.
So click on your person and then
roll initiative.
Roll initiative on the character sheet. Yes. And I'm gonna need.
You didn't click. Oh wait, you did. I don't know. My name came up. I don't know why everyone else didn't. My name came up.
Yeah, same thing happened for me.
Okay, now I should have. If I did this right, I do. No thanks. What? Why are you telling me to hide things? Oh, there you go. I had the wrong tool selected. We're good. Alright.
The struggles of being a GM.
Cool. Let me roll initiative for these bad boys. I'm not doing them individually because I'll just lose track of them. So I'm going to do the captain and then I'm going to do the minions. Captain.
Add it to the thingy?
What was that? Sorry?
To add it to the turn order thing.
Did you click your... So click your token.
Click your
first,
token.
Yep.
Click Tamsin's face and then roll it.
and then roll initiative.
Got it. Gotcha. Oh, perfect.
Cool.
I can change it to the first roll for you. It's fine.
That is slightly better.
You have to keep your first roll. And then the pirates are this character sheet.
I spilled my drink on myself. It's not good, Tom.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And then we need the friendly pirate captain, or not pirate captain.
Oh yeah,
if
how
you
many
will.
people are on our side versus how many people are over
And the
Where are all the
friendly-
little
other people.
white shirt fellows?
The
I'm
white
pretty
shirts
sure.
are the bad people.
Oh, okay.
there? So these people over here, the
The
green.
people up here are your
Yes.
friends.
Yeah, the people who are nowhere near us.
Mm.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. You guys get yourselves into this.
Where's the other Tamsin picture? I can't even see it.
It's on the top of the crossbow.
It's
Oh,
here.
Oh, yeah.
This is you.
And this is me.
Yeah. Oops, I should put descending. Okay, cool.
It just blends in.
So,
She
yeah,
is the crossbow.
Zon. First of all, you smack the one in front of you.
For 5 damage.
For 5 damage. Cool, and they have that many hit points. Sweet, and hopefully I can do this. Yay, and that should give me a health total every time I click on him. Sweet. Okay, cool, awesome. Now the captain of the pirates is gonna go. He steps up to you, Nox, as you are right in front of him, and he will take a swing with his
Tank
scimitar.
bro.
Lucky you're the tank.
Does that one hit?
Yeah, I know, right? What
Does
is
what
it?
hit?
The 9 or the 13?
The 9, because it doesn't have advantage.
Should not.
Holy
hit.
fuck! I hit dodge something.
Cool. And then
I mean,
his
if
second
it's
attack.
below 10, you're like doing a bad thing.
Second attack hits.
Fuck.
Yow.
Crit.
Yep.
Oof.
And he
wow.
hits
Bloody
Hard.
for 10 damage.
Are you just dead?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh my goodness.
Brutal.
We are going to die.
Oh.
Who's
We
got
are-
hits?
Hmm.
Cool. Zon, you'll go again, dude.
Can't believe you crit. That's unreal. That is unreal.
I'm used to this.
Five.
Yeah, so you hit and deal how much damage?
5.
Five.
Underneath.
No, that's not your damage. Click the quarterstaff.
Oh, 4. Oof.
Cool. Sweet. Then Flavy.
He's still up. I want to die. Fuck me.
Not by much, but he is still up.
I need to check the range because I have a healing.
So, we're so fucked.
Oh, there we go. Let me read it.
Healing
So
word.
fucked.
One in sight, 2 in range. Range is 60 feet.
So I can see
Yeah, he's in range.
him. Yeah, I'm gonna do that to him.
Okay. Alright. So Zon, not Zon, Nox, Cardinal. I'm gonna say Cardinal because Nox is gonna confuse me. You regain 1d4 plus spellcasting ability modifier. So what's your charisma modifier, Abby?
3.
3. So roll me a d4.
It's R slash, isn't it?
Yeah, R slash
Yeah.
R.
Slash R, yeah. I know it's always the other way around.
What am I looking for?
Plus 3, 5.
So you regain 5 hit points,
That's half my hit points.
but.
So, yeah. Uh-oh.
Because of the exhaustion rules in combat, you do take. So, first of all, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
How do I do that?
Just click,
Click on
should be your
Constitution.
character sheet, and you should be able to click on Constitution. Cool. So you take 1 level of exhaustion for dropping below your critically injured mark.
Yeah.
And then can you roll me another con save? Okay. And then you take let me just double check. It's in here. You take another 2 levels of exhaustion
Oof.
for dropping.
How do I mark exhaustion?
I haven't looked at the character sheet to see where that is. Where is your character sheet? Cardinal. Character sheets. Where do you mark exhaustion on this bad boy? I can't see it anywhere.
Oh, I guess we just must ignore it.
Oh no. It's almost like that's not a thing. I guess just write it in, and I can tell you what it gives you.
Okay. So I have 2 levels of exhaustion or 3?
3.
Okay.
Okay, let's have a look at page 181. I wasn't expecting someone to get to this point yet.
Yeah.
I'm very happy it was me, Liam.
I'm sorry. Didn't I crit you in the other game as well? I'm sorry.
Yeah. You crit me twice in a row in the other
I
game.
did crit you twice in a row in the other game.
Fucking hell.
That was a thing.
And then you did the same thing to Nut.
Yeah. Look, that was a good game for me. That was a very good game for me. What? It doesn't even tell me. This isn't good. This book isn't good. Is exhaustion in fucking DMG or Player's Handbook? I thought it was in Player's Handbook. It might not be in
I
Player's
thought
Handbook.
it would be in there.
Here we go, found it.
Okay.
It's not on the page it said it was on, but that's fine. That's fine. I can find it myself. So yeah, you're on 3 levels of exhaustion, which gives you disadvantage on attack rolls, and saving throws.
Okay.
Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Hey, so is it just fighting that's in the initiative order, or is it talking as well?
You can talk. Talking is like a free action, so you're allowed to
Okay, good.
like talk.
Because
Um,
I saw Zon go down like in one hit, and I'm like, oh, not Zon, Nox. I saw, and I'm like, ha ha. Okay, how about we all just settle down? And I'm sort of very slowly sidling my way up to where, well, I guess you got healing worded back up. But,
yeah,
you know, just
it's
sort
like
of very slowly sidling my way up. You know, leaving a decent distance in between. I mean, Nox is still in between us, so that's
okay.
good. I'm just like, all right, you've made your point.
Uh,
We all.
So on your turn, which is, what did you roll? You're a 13 originally, didn't
Now
you?
it's
I
it.
changed it. Yeah, it's now anyway. So roll me like a persuasion, I guess,
Have a
would be
look-see.
the most appropriate thing.
Oh, that's unlucky as well, because that's in charisma.
I know.
Uh.
That's just unlucky. She's done performance instead. Alright.
Okay,
I'm just gonna.
let's.
Just gotta
do
hope that
this.
he's fucking stupid.
Okay.
Oofs.
No, he's not.
Oh,
So
Moving
you
on.
still have an action. He doesn't seem to be calming down. You still have
I'm
an
just gonna-
action if you so wish.
you didn't heal him up to full health, did you? I'm just gonna sort
No,
of like.
I gave him 5.
I'm just gonna like sort of inch forward and just sort of like look like I'm sort of like patting him on the back, like, but knocks on the back, but I'm gonna do cure wounds. I'm gonna do
Okay.
to get him
So yeah,
back
make
up to.
sure you burn your spell points
Yeah.
for these spells for both of you.
I have.
You heal.
Would you consider the 4 days a long rest? So I would have.
Oh yeah, all your spells are back.
You'd have all
Yeah.
of them, yeah.
They're all back from
There
what
we
you had.
go. Oh wait, the
Click the
Oh
cure
well, wait.
wounds.
So I roll a for cure wounds. I roll a.
Just click
You
the.
click
you can
the
click cure
little
wounds.
word cure wounds, it should highlight,
Oh, yeah.
and then you'll get the damage for it. Well, the heal.
Oh god, I was gonna say, I hope it's not damage.
Ugh. Does that do anything, or is it not?
No. So in the chat, you should be able to
Oof.
see cure wounds.
Unless it's not written in. If it's not written in, you can't click.
Ah.
Okay,
oh.
so you just roll what it says.
Yeah, it's not rolling. It's not in there. So yeah, just roll.
Oh,
So roll a d8.
Gotcha.
We can fix that afterwards. That's fine.
Is it R slash?
Yeah, slash R.
Slash R.
1
Or
d8.
slash R?
Yeah.
And then
3
plus
plus-
your spell casting, so plus your Your bard. So
Charisma
plus your
mod.
charisma
That
modifier.
is-
Jesus.
So
Charisma
7.
modifier is yes +4, so
Yeah,
7.
so seven more hit points. Cardinal.
I'm full now.
Yep, I'm all the way to full.
I'm just gonna pat him on the back. I'm just gonna talking like, all right. I'm just
Cool.
gonna sort of hands on his shoulders, like, listen,
Sweet.
listen.
Cardinal. Go.
We
Basically, you'll
understand you're a
get
little mad. We understand.
you'll get another opportunity to roll persuasion on your turn
Yeah.
again, or Cardinal could do the same, or Cardinal could stab this dude, or Cardinal can do whatever Cardinal wants to do.
Go for a kill shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the not stabbing with my daggers.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Throwing
say
Zon under the bus. Love it.
50 gold pieces. Take your man and you go. In fact, if you go right now, I can make sure it's doubled. Savvy, don't hit me again.
Can you roll persuasion?
I would like to burn my fucking inspiration.
Ooh, good idea.
Do it, bro. Do your inspiration.
Oh, thank God.
Sweet. Okay, let me roll his resolve.
Oh no, this is when it goes all wrong.
Oh no.
Watch him crit me
I
again.
don't want to look.
I'm literally.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, he doesn't look happy. And he like stares you down, Cardinal. He says, he like hisses through like clenched teeth. He says, 100 gold, and we take your friend with us.
I'm still hiding. Talking about.
And he like points his saber at Zon.
Oh.
Oh. Oof.
Oh no. Oh, you don't want him. He's. No, that's not. He'll just bother you. Trust me.
He turns to you. My man owes him a blood debt now. This was parlay, and he like says it with a smirk on his face. Your man-
How tough does the captain look?
I'd say pretty fucking tough, Jake.
Does he look like he's a monk?
No, doesn't look like he's monk. No.
A monk. That would be
Okay.
good.
Definitely
Can I
doesn't.
challenge him to hand-to-hand combat to
I
settle
mean, you
this?
can say whatever you want.
Yeah, you could jump in if you wanted.
Yeah.
If you want to
Yeah,
make
what-
that a part of the
I say
Yeah.
like,
I'm just trying to
I
save
say-
you at this point. I'm just trying.
what about one-on-one hand-to-hand combat to settle this?
and you get the 100 gold.
And you can have the 100 gold regardless.
He looks at you. He says, "So, if you lose fighting me, you go with us." Well,
No. The deal is, okay, so you get 100 gold anyway, but the hand-to-hand combat is for you to try and get the justice you think your man deserves,
So you're offering to die if he wins.
or he gets his blood. If he beats me, he gets his blood.
Yeah.
roll me a persuasion, Jakey boy.
Oof, that's not going to be a good roll.
Oh,
I'm going to
can I-
burn the
can I
inspiration.
help-
I'm going to burn
Think about it.
inspiration
Probably a
well.
good idea.
because I've got a -2 to persuasion.
Can I say anything to help him along?
He's already got
Yeah.
advantage, and that's the most.
Can we give? Are you giving bardic inspiration in this or not?
Bardic
I've
inspiration
done-
is an ability you have.
I will hold off for a moment.
I did it in our last one. I can...
Let me have a look to see what bardic inspiration can be used on.
See, what I'm counting on, guys, is that my fists do 1d4 damage. His should only do 1 damage apiece.
He's also a rock person.
Yeah.
That is true.
This
Did
is
you-
true.
Did you read into what the rock people get with their melee combat?
This is what you get for not reading the hack.
Is it like a +2 to melee combat or something? It is,
Plus
isn't it?
10.
Plus
Yeah,
2
it is
damage.
plus
Yeah.
two.
Isn't, but actually, I think Bardic Inspiration is on attack or
That's what I'm
save
checking.
throws.
I'm checking to see if it's if you can use it for skill
I
checks.
don't think you can use it on skill checks.
Okay, well, I will take it anyway if it's for attack rolls.
Let's have a
I'll
look.
give it to you regardless. So,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure I can only give one inspiration until I chill out. again.
You can only have one until it runs out.
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration, blah blah. Gains 1 Bardic Inspiration die. Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add that number to a rolled ability check, attack, or saving throw.
Yeah, what do you know? Carven weapon training. You have proficiency with any heavy weapon and unarmed strikes.
So wait, is it one attack? Is it just one thing I get to use it for? It's a once-off thing.
One
Yeah.
skill check, one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
So you might want to save it for now.
Maybe save it.
You've got it anyway. I've given it to you.
Can I choose after it's rolled?
Yes.
Wait. Okay, cool.
You can choose after it's rolled, but before I tell you whether it's succeeded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, that's fine. That's I'll stick with
love
that.
how that's your crit. You rolled a 20.
20.
Okay. He laughs and like puts his arms up and kind of like looks around at his men. He says, "What do you say, boys? Shall I teach this?" He kind of like throws a look over his shoulder. "Youngling a lesson." And they all like there's cheers of assent that
Like
go around his
cheer.
crew.
Yeah.
And like jeers. And he nods, he says, "Fine, small one. Let's do this." And he draws
Alright.
his cutlass. Well, he's already holding his bloodied cutlass. I don't mean bloody, it has like ink. It has almost like ink on it from
Yeah.
from Cardinal. Alright, let me clear the round tracker, put you two in the middle.
I like get like I'm ready to box. Like
Trying to,
I've got like take my like
trying to think if there's any way we can.
my like gown off. I suppose like so it's just hanging by my side. So it's just
Sure.
it's my like
You're
Yeah, he,
on
He laughs. He laughs and like drops his like cutlass to the side and reaches into the folds of his armor and pulls out like a 2 daggers from each side and drops them.
Yeah, I've dropped my quarterstaff and my darts.
Okay.
Can I technically have free action to cast something subtly?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
You can roll. It depends on what the spell is.
It's
because
Bane.
if you look at the spell, it'll tell you what things needs to happen for it to be cast. So if I go to Player's Handbook for Bane, for example,
It does require concentration.
yeah, that's fine. That doesn't matter.
That I can do subtly. But it's not.
So it requires it's verbal. Let's have a look. What is it? What is that? What do those words mean? I can't remember. It needs it's verbal, somatic, and material. The material is fine. You have component pouches, whatever. It requires a gesture and like words to be spoken.
Okay.
If
I'm
you're
gonna
going to try and do
cast
that
it.
stealthily, you need to.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
because all magic in this setting requires like light of some sort. For most casters, it's their eyes that light up. For other casters, for example, Matt's character, he has like head tattoos, and it's them that glow. For a lot of Tarleen, it's the scars that glow.
I'm a tree person. I literally have like not glowing, but very bright yellow, kind of like mushroomy, like you know the mushrooms that grow on like tree trunks. And
Yeah,
stuff
it's
that,
like
living
but it's
forests.
like blue light that casting emits from a person in one form or another. So
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the heat of the moment,
Okay.
like when everyone's focusing and like roaring about that. And to cast it, I'm gonna begin playing my instrument. Will that
sure.
count as
Yeah,
verbal?
I can count that as the
My punches can do a lot of damage. I should be just punching from now on.
What's the
Also-
the captain dude wearing? Like, what's he like just
it's like leather
what's he
armor.
got on him? Just leather armor.
Yep.
No like flyaway bits.
No, just like leather armor. So yeah, if you want to roll me like stealth, Abby, with advantage, and then the cast.
I don't know how to do that with it. Roll it. Do I just have
Roll
to
it,
pick the other
roll
one?
it, and then it will show you two. Just pick the higher number.
Yeah, the second.
Or the higher number, whether it's the first or second.
Oh.
Yeah. Sure, I think that's enough. Yeah, so you cast Bane on our pool.
Would you like me to click this?
If you could, that'd be
Yes,
great.
so you can read it all. Because I don't have it written in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Authorities who choose the captain, they must make a charisma saving throw, hey?
So is that in the heat of the moment when the fights begin?
This is like as it's
so
as it's
I
kind
imagine
of like
everyone's
winding
kind of like, all of his people would be like cheering the captain on, and they're kind of like squaring up to each
Fail.
other at that point. And I'm gonna get out my pan flute and begin to play.
What's your spell? Yeah, no, it's a fail. Yeah, so that he fails his saving throw. And whenever a target fails, saving throw
Has
makes
to
attack
roll a
saving throw
d4
for the parents,
before
rolls a
each
d4 and
attack.
subtract the number. Okay, cool. Roll d4 and subtract the attack roll. No targets. Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome. So basically, whatever he rolls is minus d4. Whenever he rolls an attack, it's minus, or a saving throw is minus d4.
Mm-hmm, we'll
Okay, cool.
save.
Sure, that's fine. Alright. Let's get some initiative, Jake.
Yep.
Or Zon.
I didn't realize I got dexterity on my damage for punching. It's cool.
Yeah, he rolled pretty well.
Where am I going?
Cool. Yeah, he wins. That, yeah. He
That's clear.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, he's gonna just start swinging at you with his two hits. So he wouldn't be proficient with the hit, but he would get his strength on top of it. So a +2.
Does he get? Is the strength? Is that actually a crit? That's unreal.
Oh my god. Can you stop?
-3.
Yeah, I mean it still hits. I mean, it's still a crit.
Yeah, I know.
Is that okay?
You're so unlucky.
That's no. Liam's bullshit. It's bullshit.
I'm
idiot.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's
This
actual
doesn't normally
bullshit.
happen.
No, that's absurd. That's ridiculous.
I'm normally so bad.
Dude, this is why you gotta like not get into combat in Liam's games. It never goes well.
Exactly.
'Cause he's a cunt.
God. How much does a normal?
He's playing his character brilliantly.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Like, so you're only taking like four
Probably better.
four
Oh, well, we
damage
don't
from the
have, like,
crit.
maximum
Like you're
10
fine.
health.
Yeah, I'm taking 4 damage.
4 damage from the hit.
Okay.
Actually, plus 6 damage from the hit with a crit.
Doesn't his damage get into, or is that just attack roll?
It's just attack
for
roll.
the-
It's negative.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
And then his second attack. Probably doesn't hit, especially not with
Does
the
not
-3.
hit.
Or minus whatever it would be. So -4.
Definitely, that's not
So
hit.
it's, yeah, his second attack misses.
Okay.
He's going to. Let me just make sure. Yeah, he's going to use his reaction to add 2 to his AC. To parry.
Is that a thing he can specifically do, or
Yeah, he has
is that just a thing?
He has a parry.
Okay. What's he wearing, by the way?
Leather armor.
Okay, sure. So I guess I'll attack.
Go for it.
Got this.
You hit.
17. Fisting.
For 7 damage.
Cool. You hit him for 7 damage.
Don't forget
And
you
then
do have
I'll
bardic
do my second
inspiration.
attack. What does that one do again?
It adds another.
Another
To an attack
dice
roll.
to my a skill or attack roll. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And
okay,
then
so
I'll
just
use
remember you've got that.
And I'll use my second fist.
Yep.
Hey.
That
Way. So what die do I get on the
D6.
a d6?
Yeah.
I'll roll that.
Do it. That's a D8.
I was
Well,
like,
that was definitely a d8. No!
No!
It's bullshit!
Yeah, that misses.
I was like, how the fuck did you get a 7?
How did you roll a 7?
I was
on a
also
D6?
very confused.
Like, oh, that's
Cool.
really good.
Really good 6.
Is that your hits, Jake?
Yes.
Okay.
How's he looking after that punch, by the way?
Yeah, right. He took it like a champ.
he's a literal rock man.
He
It's
took it like a
Dwayne
champ.
The Rock Johnson.
Misses.
Misses.
Thank God.
And misses.
Misses.
Oh my goodness.
Lol, wrecked even more.
Go for it, Jake.
Is he... Alright, you haven't called it. That's fine. I'm just moving on.
Yeah, no.
Does he get to react and make his AC again, or is he doing that by
He could.
default? Like, what's going on?
He could do that.
Oh, was that your spell, Abby?
He also has a different reaction that he could use.
6 damage.
Yep, that hits. Taking 6 damage.
And fist number deuce.
Nice.
Hits.
Another 4 damage.
Decent.
He laughs in your face and like spits some like he like
Oh, okay,
spits
cool.
some
Alright,
like
it's kind of like a haha, alright, this is gonna be
it's
fun
like-
now. Okay. Yeah.
like, spits out some
Yeah.
like chunks of stone in your face.
Cool. I was very scared when you said he laughed. I was like, oh no.
Fuck, what's he doing now? He's a caster, everyone.
Oh no, he's played us.
I'm assuming with a minus that misses.
I mean, it missed anyway. But,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, that misses. Because the minimum is a -1 and the 13 missed last time, so. Go for it. boy.
Punchy time.
Punchy time.
Oofed.
That misses.
Oofed.
Oof.
That definitely misses. Alright.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think he blocks the first and then like just steps away from the I think he steps casually away from the second one.
Yeah.
And once again he laughs and he holds up his arms and he says he calls out to his men. He says, "This is the whelp they send against us, boys." And then takes another 2 swings as he steps forward.
Fuck!
No!
Goodness.
What is that?
His chance to crit must be so
That's
high.
absurd!
For another 6
That's
damage.
so bullshit!
That is bullshit.
That is so fucking ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
For another
He might
6
roll
damage.
a 1.
He doesn't
Never
roll.
mind.
It's flat damage.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
He doesn't roll for damage.
It's 1 damage. Then it's 2
Then
damage.
3, then 6. That's
Plus
put me down.
2 from his thingy plus strength.
What is that? That's ridiculous.
So, I mean, this would be better for you if you weren't fighting a rock man who gets plus 2 to fucking melee unarmed.
It would be better if you didn't fucking crit twice. Your only hits have been crits. Like, that's bullshit.
To be fair, a non-crit damage is 5, not 6.
A non-crit damage. How
Because
is
the
non-crit
crit only
damage
because the crit damage only doubles the crit only damages the damage, which is 1. So it doubles 1 to make it into 2. He gets plus 2 because he's a rock man and plus 2 because of his strength. So
My healing word, Jake.
I don't
Not
think.
carefully.
Oh Christ! Well, as soon as soon as I see him go down, I hobble my ass over and throw like the 100 gold at him. Say, "You got your blood. Take your gold."
The pirate like looks down at Zon and says, "I don't think I've got my blood yet."
I cast minor illusion and make it look like there's blood pouring out of his mouth. Like just like,
I mean, can anyone like heal me at all, and I can just like keep fighting?
I don't think
I
that's...
can, but they'd see me interfere.
playing dead is
Okay, I actually can't tell you what to do.
You're unconscious. So what do you do, Cardinal? As he says that, and you like blood. We start to see blood pour out. What do...
like out of his eyes, his mouth is just like like he punctured something when he
So
like the last
gross.
hit, like he punched.
Look,
And I'm just like, oh, that
My-
is disgusting.
my friend is dying. Wouldn't you rather him to suffer? So take your gold. He'll die.
The captain laughs. Says, well, before I go, why don't I see what this one has in his pockets?
Oofed.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh,
Wait, no. Oh
Okay.
shit, I don't know that.
No, we're not okay with that. We're not okay with
Well,
that.
yeah,
at all.
he steps forward.
he's got this shit in his pockets.
He steps
He's
forward
got
to.
all the gold.
He steps forward to like
Oh,
search Zon.
Bring me back up, boys. I can go again. Bring me back up. He wants blood. I'll give it to him.
Pickpocket him quick. You've got to
Yeah,
pickpocket
that's what I was
him.
gonna say. I'm crouched down next to him. Can I
Like,
try and
I-
pickpocket his shit
You
before he
can
gets
you can
I like,
like
throwing myself over Zon.
slight.
And I'm like, I'm just like, oh no! And I'm like slamming the ground, like, oh, no!
Okay, so what that was gonna be is roll me stealth instead of sleight of hand and see if you can do it without him noticing. Now it doesn't have to be stealth because Mock has made a scene. Now it is gonna be sleight of hand to see if you can get past Mock.
I'm just sort of like, I know what he's
Yeah.
saying, so I'm just like, oh no!
Oh my fuck.
Oh
Boom!
my god.
Boom! Hell yeah! So yeah, you grab like the sack of gold that
You actually you just you put me in your pocket. I'm
You've
just gone.
literally taken his stuff.
So you not only with the crit as well. I'll give you. So you managed to grab the sack of gold that Davos gave Zon. You also managed to get any gold that Zon had on him, and any valuable items that Zon had on him.
Not my quarter staff.
That's not valid.
You'll never know.
How much gold do you have?
He didn't have anything from the guild, did he? Like,
I had 23 gold.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'll take it, but...
I mean, it's yours now, Cardinal. You do with it as you please. All right, let's have a look. What did you have on? No,
Fuck
cool.
Fuck all.
So yeah, I think he bends down and he kind of like he probably grabs Mock by the shoulder and like pulls her off.
no, he hasn't got anything. He's a monk. They're poor as shit.
he pulls her off like Zon, and he like checks through Zon's possessions, and seeing that Zon has literally nothing, he grabs the like probably like 5 or 6 of the like throwing darts that Zon has and Zon's quarterstaff, and like looks it up and down and says, "To make a good toothpick." He picks like the sack of gold, the 100 gold I think you said that you threw him,
Yep.
and he grabs it like gestures for his men to go back to his ship. And as they kind of he leaps aboard last, the pirate that Zon smacked is staring daggers at Zon, and the pirate captain, as he hops back aboard his ship, looks across the party, and he says, "You best not sail these waters again. These are ours now. Come back through here and we'll sink this shit." And the ship, his men go about unfurling the sails, and they start moving away from the ship.
I breathe the loudest sigh of relief, but it sounds like there's a wind that's going to take us away.
I'm just sort of lying on the deck next to Zon, and I just sort of pat him and cast Cure Wounds again. And I'm like...
I call bullshit on those crits. I'm not
Plus
gonna
Cure
lie.
Wounds 1d8.
I call them mega bullshit.
Look, apparently I just crit PCs. That's just a thing that happens. Apparently, if I'm streaming a game, I will crit PCs. That's just apparently what happens.
So unhappy.
Oh, one.
Oh,
So
that's
you get 5.
depressing.
You get 5. And
You're getting
as you sort
5
of
hit
come back
points,
to
son.
consciousness, I'm like, you know, you probably would have been better off going for the dude who had a blood debt towards you. But, you know.
So
he's probably under the ship currently.
you were gone. You were gone while
When
that
you were-
was on, but like 5 of your darts and your quarterstaff are missing as you awake.
Ah.
Where's my shit?
I think that
took it.
that went like quite well.
He took all my shit.
He took 5 darts. All of the gold is missing. 5 darts are missing.
Okay, no. I turned to fucking Mock, and like, where's my shit?
Oh, don't worry. Well, your staff is gone, so I don't know what else he took, but our old shadow buddy got the gold off you. Don't worry.
Shadow Buddy's got the gold, does he?
You just see me throwing the pouch up in the air.
I head over to collect said gold and my gold.
I give you the pouch of gold and I look at you. I think he must have got what was ever in your pockets.
I don't believe that for a second.
I will roll deception.
I know. You're a rogue, right? I don't believe that for a fucking second.
Roll insight. I love it.
You fucking believe me.
Roll insight, Zon. If you still had your bardic inspiration, bro. If you still had your bardic inspiration, you'd be sweet. If only.
I don't believe him, but I like.
You
don't
like
have any
accept
evidence. I don't have any evidence to press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
close enough for you to just be like skeptical.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You're not convinced, but like you.
I believe he has it, but I have no reason to press.
Yes.
I have no like excuse to press for it.
Pretty much, yeah. All right.
I'm sorry.
I stand up and I'm like, well, that went well. I'm gonna go below deck and sleep probably. And I just immediately like just jet downstairs, like bolt.
Sweet. All right.
I smash my fist into like the nearest like big log, like hole.
So the boat?
Yeah.
Literally,
By like the mast or something. Like I smash my fist in like the nearest mast or
Roll
something.
yeah,
damage.
sure.
Yeah. I'll explode my fist. I don't give a fuck. I think I care about my own hands. I hit that fucking thing. I hit it good.
I was really hoping you crit failed that roll, because I would have just said that
And
the
break
damage.
your
That you,
hands.
yeah, I would have said like the damage that you would have done to like the pole you did to yourself instead. You just got unconscious.
Is there like a dent in wood or something? Like, come on, give me that.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you that. There's like a small.
Hey, I do 5 damage to that pole. All right.
The pole that
There's
has
a
hundreds.
dent in the
The ship that probably has
Waking
hundreds
in
of hit
its
points.
boots.
Cool. So, unless you guys want to do anything, the remaining 4 days of the voyage passes, relatively uneventfully compared to that.
I will say I do ask Zon if he's up for that game of cards.
Okay, hang on. I play.
Hey.
All right. What do you wager?
I have no gold. I have no gold, and I say it passive aggressively.
Well, it's you're in luck. People in my line of work also do information. If I beat you in a hand, you answer me a question. If you win, I'll give you a gold.
Hey.
There, you're on.
Where are you playing this? Are you below deck or...
Fuck.
Oh yeah,
Imagine
we're
it.
below deck.
I'm so watching you again.
So,
Like,
what-
you're probably
And I'm-
playing on like the top of the barrel.
What
like,
game are you playing?
I'd probably say some variation of poker.
Okay.
Woo!
Sure.
Exciting. This is exciting.
God, how to imitate that through dice rolls.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
Sure. If that's the way you want to play that, go for it. Yeah, to be fair, you're both actually at disadvantage, depending on how soon after the fight you did this.
Oh, buddy.
It's a good question. How soon after the fight would this have been?
I don't know. I didn't call the game.
Cardinal?
A day or two.
Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, let me just make sure, let me double check when...
So does that mean my exhaustion is gone, but he still has 1 level? If it's 2 days?
So you've both got the same, because you were both downed.
Oh, okay. Didn't I have to roll for the extra?
Oh yeah, actually,
Sure.
just roll saving throws, because you could actually have more than him.
So what do I...
So first, just the Constitution saving throw first of all.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hang on.
So yeah, you pass...
That's my D20.
Oh,
hang
okay.
on. And a con saving throw.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one you take 2 levels of exhaustion. Third one, sorry, and the second one.
Oh, another con save.
Yeah. So yeah, you're both on the same.
Okay, sure.
Let me have a look.
So does that
to
mean
see-
we're on disadvantage at this
Yeah,
point?
I'm pretty sure you're both still on disadvantage on this. So both just roll your sleight of hand.
Oh, we take the second option. We take the
You
second.
take the lower sleight
Yep.
of hand.
Oh, the lower. Sorry.
Yes.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, sleight of hand.
Oh,
Oh! So you play your first few hands, and it's relatively even between you. The game continues.
Rock, paper, scissors, sleight of hand.
oh,
Boy, gold.
oh.
Not necessarily. So
Wait,
you start to pull ahead, Zon.
Oh, I thought it was like kind of like you win a hand, you get a gold, you get information.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, if you want to do it that way,
That's
yeah,
what
go
I
for it.
thought.
Yeah, so I take a gold.
I thought it was the game, whoever won the game, but yeah. Yep, you take a gold. Cardinal, take a gold off your sheet.
I
Are you willing to play another hand?
Well,
guess
It certainly is. I'll take another gold.
Alright, Zon, fucking winning up these hands. Ooh,
Oh.
12.
Ah!
Yay! Alright,
All right,
Cardinal,
ask away.
exact your due.
So, why did you join the guild?
I'm so listening in.
Me too. I feel like I'm sitting in my hammock, like with my
Yeah, I feel like everyone, I feel like
I'm like
you can all be
peering over
around,
my shoulder.
100%.
I'm just like,
I'm here on behalf of the monastery.
Sounds boring. You want more gold?
Always. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you lose this hand
Should have
badly.
saved that bardic
Like,
inspiration.
Cardinal plays like a really good hand, and you thought you had something, but maybe you just misremembered the hands in poker. And it turns out you had nothing, so you bid big and lose big.
So, you're from a monastery. You're here gambling with a thief. You're in a guild. A black-hearted guild, no less. What makes a man such as you join a monastery? You like violence? You like to hurt people? Why are you a monk?
I wasn't really given a choice.
I kind of like wave my hands, like proceed.
Another hand? Fucking come on.
It's not good.
I play the suspenseful music again. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna join in.
So, your question?
There's this music going in the background now. I love this scene.
You didn't have a choice. Explain.
They pulled me out of a tough spot.
Ah, so you owe someone. One more hand?
Always.
Jake, you better know this is affecting the thing.
I already added it, yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, fuck.
Reveal your
So my
secrets.
last question is, beyond the monastery, beyond the guild, beyond your faithful companions who throw away gold to make sure you're safe after screwing up a plan, what drives you? What the fuck is your name? Zon? What drives you? What makes you want to wake up in the morning? What makes you you? Don't say God, because I swear to God I will take back every gold piece I've given you.
I'm trying to think of the correct word. You see, like, my character's also, like, yeah, is pausing in character. It's not something that he's, like, you know, got at the ready to answer. Like, I want to say, like, salvation, but, like, in a way of preserving it. Does that make sense?
Preserving?
Self-preservation.
No.
So not redemption.
Redemption was the other word.
Not
preserving
allowing
the-
yourself to fall deeper into corruption.
To fall again.
There you go.
There you go. That's all.
Ah. So a man of carnal desires wishes not to fall into the darkness. Interesting. But we'll save that for another game.
I take my 2 gold from the table.
I think I got the better trade out of that.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool. Does anyone else want to do anything in the passing 4
Can I play?
weeks?
Unreal.
I like the information version. That was fun.
Unreal.
And I look at Nox.
So you come over and ask to play. Oh god.
You're welcome to. But you want information from me?
And I just sort of eye both of them. Sure. Sounds like fun to me.
What about you, Flavie? I know you're listening.
I won't be playing.
She like she's like all flustered, and she's like looking away. She doesn't want to really, but you could probably persuade her.
Come on, Flavie. It'll be fun. I'll give you gold if you want.
Literally
I'll give you-
beat me on persuasion. Try and persuade me.
So yeah, I'm not playing this hand.
That's not gonna work.
Can they combine their scores because they're both from Restrainer?
I mean, yeah, I take that. What do I have to roll against?
You have to beat 23 then.
She has to be
What?
18.
No, 19.
19 on
Cardinal has
persuasion.
disadvantage.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait.
Boom!
I
Oh my god.
I and for a moment I look like I will. Like I start to roll out of my.
Oh, wait,
Damn it.
Unreal. I'm on disadvantage. I will be playing. Fuck.
That's right. Very true.
Unreal. Unreal.
I start to, but then
Good job on calling yourself out.
I
Nicholas.
seem
didn't
too nervous and I roll back in and I just say, I'll watch for now.
All right, we don't bite. So,
The three of you.
so the way I see it is, Mock wants information from the two of us. You want gold, and I like information too. I have quite a little patch of gold, so start the sleight of hand.
Alright.
Right, so that's
So, Mock, in theory, you should win every round.
in theory.
In theory.
Ooh, I'm not a
19 from
disadvantage.
Mock.
I'm not a disadvantage. There we go.
Oh!
Oh!
Disadvantage! Nah, disadvantage, boy! Disadvantage,
Oh, wait, but
man.
you're
Yeah, I know.
disadvantage.
It would have been amazing.
Would have been incredible.
It would have been great. Alright, Mock.
How do we go? Because, like, so we both lose and we both give up, or is it
Yeah,
the bottom
that's how
person?
I
or...
imagine winner gets to ask a question.
Maybe ask one of the two then.
This is
Yeah.
okay, so I choose one of you per round.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Nice sort of look at both of them. Nox. Where are you
Yeah.
from?
What's the city the guild's in? What's the name of it?
It's not in a city. The guild is its own.
Oh, okay. Well, what's a major city near it?
Where's my good doc? The Caravan's old capital was near here. It's to the north. That'd be the,
Yeah,
the
well-
nearest major city.
Yeah, that's where I say I'm from. From
Okay.
the old capital.
It had to be like the one capital I didn't have a name for yet. Yeah, that one.
Yep.
That one.
I look pleased with the answer. Okay, let's go again.
Oofed.
I'm like into this now. Like as a spectator sport, by the way. I'm like leaning up in my
Unreal.
thing.
I lost Togepi. I lost.
Mark, you take another hand.
Zon. Going off what Nox asked before, what's a monk doing? Like, give us a little bit more on what you were saying before. Like, why did the monastery choose you to join the guild? Like, what is it about you that they wanted to get rid of? Saw that you were
Harsh.
useful?
Ouch.
It's more like information and training at the same time.
Is there like a spy?
Another hand.
Hey, Mark, do you feel bad at all taking advantage
Not at
of
all.
two
No.
people who are
Not even slightly.
still like clearly not 100%? Like they're misplaying. Like you watch them. I think
Oh my
so. Mark,
goodness.
I think at one point, like I think maybe at one point during like maybe Cardinal was like crit fail up there. Like
Crit fail.
yeah, there was probably like a point where he like showed
Dropped his
you his
cards.
hands. Like he accidentally was holding the hand in such a way, like his hand like dropped a little bit, and you could see his cards. Like that, yeah, it's pretty clear that these two aren't 100%.
I stopped playing.
It's clear I'm just in it for the banter. I'm not trying to take
Yeah,
anything from
cool.
them. I'm just,
Oh, you at
I
least
said-
have. You're the one who suggested the last hand. You have to roll.
Alright.
All right.
What did you ask this time around, Mock?
That was a religion check.
Yeah, Mock
There it was.
didn't. Mock hadn't. Didn't Mock win a round and not ask a question yet?
No, she just.
No, Jake
Oh.
hasn't rolled for that round yet.
I haven't rolled for that.
Oh yeah, you play that round and then you bow it after this one.
Lol.
Zon. No, it's on Nox. Why did you join the guild?
You see him just stare up for a minute, and then because someone who supports the guild got me out of jail, so I joined the guild.
I look like I'm literally about to ask you another question, and then I'm like, I'm already picking up my hand again. Like,
All right, since Mr. Monk has decided to bow out, so let's make this the last one. Let's make it a good one. Why? Why,
That
Chris?
could have been a good one.
oh, so close.
All right, Mock.
All right. One more. So many choices. Let's see. What are you here for? You saw, me and the monk. You saw we were a good fit for you to travel around with. What reasons do you have for going along with everything? You've never seemed too pleased with my shenanigans, but why? Why is it you stick around? What drives you?
My debt to my patron, and that one day I'll be high enough in the guild that I can have someone killed. And then I put my cards down and go and lay in my bunk very sad.
Damn.
Nice, cool. I like that.
I missed that he ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap my thighs for sitting there really intently and just go,
Okay. I'm
okay.
Slap my thighs.
Slap my thighs. Sweet, awesome. So yeah, that with that we will like time skip the next full, I guess 3.5 weeks. All your exhaustion heals, all of your spell slots get back, everyone gets inspiration. Congratulations. And we
So our
arrive...
exhaustion gone?
Yes, yeah, all your exhaustion is gone. Basically, exhaustion's
I'll slap everything.
for each long rest you do, as long as you've also got some food and water to eat and drink during that long rest, you lose a level of exhaustion. It's basically how to remove exhaustion.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys pull in at the port town, which is, if I scroll in on the map, I just moved the map. Oh, that's bad. I need to put that back because all of my drawings just moved. Oh god, what have I done?
Oh, Liam,
Oh,
Liam,
dear.
Alright,
Liam.
well, that's getting fixed. I'll be right back.
I'll fix that. So yeah, oh god. Move one line and the other, and then move the little dot, and then move the
It was
capital.
there. Oh.
Okay,
gosh.
cool.
Okay.
I fixed it. So the little port town that you guys are currently at is the new red dot, just here.
Which one?
A small one on the coast. Yeah, so you stop up there and you get let out at another kind of small dockyard town. The captain thanks you for your assistance in defending the ship, and bids you farewell.
I give him a bow, and so does my buck.
You buck like bows its head.
Yeah.
Just like once we get onto land, I am just like relieved because just a note: the entire time we were on the boat, she just like whenever she wasn't talking to someone, she just looked super nerve-wracked and like jittery. Just like didn't want to be on the boat. Just like probably the only time you haven't seen her with an obnoxious grin on her face was on that boat.
Aww.
So yeah, so she's relieved to be off it. And
Goodbye, it's a fat lamb.
Oh, finished it off. Cool. So yeah, you guys get
Isn't that
let out
cool?
of this town. What are you gonna do?
What kind of people are around? What races and stuff?
I wrote down what we had
like
to do.
in every town. There's probably
How's the
See a
culture?
bunch of tree people at all?
probably
not many.
a couple. Yeah, there's probably more Tallinn. The Tallinn are very common in the southern areas of the continent.
Which one are the top? That one. Okay. B.
How's the culture though, Liam? How's the culture?
How's the culture? How's the serenity?
How's the serenity?
How's the serenity?
now.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
Well,
This is now your show. There's no one holding your hand anymore.
I was being like, what is like what we've landed onto? Like, is it like a marketplace? I'm
Yeah,
imagining
I
like,
reckon
is it
it's
like
like-
Bali? Like, are people like hassling you as you walk past? Like,
Nah,
are there
nah. So
stalls and
it's
stuff?
like a small little port town. I reckon there's probably like you kind of drop off immediately into like a small docks. And if you go just past the initial dockyard or dock front, you open up into like a central market style thing with all these different like market stalls and stuff.
What kind of
And-
stuff's on sale? Like
All
any
sorts.
like particular thing that area
Not
like
really.
has a lot of?
Probably like there's a lot of like fish and stuff because it's a dock town.
Shit.
Apart from
can
that,
we see
nothing
the
special.
city off in the distance, or like the Imperial Palace, or is it just
Nah, it's too far.
Too far.
too far?
Yeah.
Alright. So we've got to walk ahead of it still.
Well, yeah, or you can you have a bunch of gold to buy
Yeah,
passage.
transport.
Yeah,
Oh shit. Yeah.
Zon had it.
Zon had
I didn't I get it back? Didn't I get? Yeah, I gotta go
Yeah,
back.
I gave it back.
Oh, did you give it
yeah,
back?
you asked for
yeah,
it
so
back.
Zon has it.
Why wouldn't I give it back?
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Okay.
He's
Zon
gonna
has it.
nudge Mock. Like I'm gonna give her a bit of an elbow. And say, how about we hit a tavern again?
Ooh, that is such a good idea. And I look at Nox like, you in? We can try our thing again, hopefully on people who haven't already spent it all.
Might as well. Sounds like fun.
Let's see if we can get something out of it this time.
I got 6 copper last time.
Not so bad.
Are we
So,
going
guys-
into a tavern?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, hang on.
It's not a Christian tavern. You're not.
Oh,
All right, I stay outside.
our boy is faithful. Yeah,
He's
you,
faithful except when it comes to gambling.
That's why he rolled.
Because he
Cool.
loves gold.
So yeah, you enter into the tavern.
What kind of tavern is it? Like, is it like more upmarket, or
It's-
is
it's
it
not
like
really- it's
low?
still-
Are there
it's still like
are there strippers? Like,
It's still like a dockyard tavern. It's probably
Okay.
larger than the one you were in before. Still like similarly
like-
well kept.
tradesmen and stuff in there?
Top-
and
topless-
locals?
topless waiters.
Oh, of course, yeah. This is the
Oof.
this is
All
the
right, so I'm so I failed my second check.
The topless waiters.
definitely not topless waiters, but like attractive barmaids.
So I failed my second check.
You did.
And I'm heading in.
And it's
All right,
heading in.
Jake. This session hasn't been great for
Your moral compass.
the moral compass.
Is everyone else like buying a drink?
I don't know what is
I'm-
everyone's doing.
By the bar, like sort of scouting for someone who looks like
Is anyone buying a drink?
they have money.
Anyone?
I'm buying a drink.
I'll get it.
I will be
Flapping
taking
card.
disadvantage on this. I am buying a drink.
Jake.
Oh,
Wow, it's just like in real life, Jake.
Our poor little religious monk is spiraling out of control. Sweet. All right.
Man, it's just like the fucking like old Bible show said. You starts with gambling, then it's alcohol and
Yep.
drugs.
Adultery, it just keeps on going.
Yeah. So yeah, Cardinal, Flavy, Zon, you will buy a drink, and Mock, you see a relatively well dressed man sitting with a few accomplices who all look relatively well dressed in a corner booth by themselves.
do they have any noticeable weapons or anything on them?
I don't think so, no.
No? Okay, that's bodes well. Like, what... Just from looking, can I tell, like... Are they particularly educated? Do they...
They look well off. It's probably like a couple of Tarleen and Arovin.
That works. And I sort of turn to my I turn to the two of them and I point them out and well, not like point at them, obviously,
Yeah.
but I like sort of
Cover
like
them.
nudge my head a little bit and I'm like, what do you think? Or do you see anyone better?
What kind of things do I have? What do I look at?
These look to be the people with like money.
With a chance of more than a copper
Yeah.
apiece.
But also a chance of being well educated
Mm.
and not stupid.
Yeah, but alcohol's a powerful attack on the.
You never know who's a skeptic. But I found the haunted ghost story, the haunted tavern story, has worked quite a few times.
How intoxicated do they look? Can I roll something to see?
Well, like perception, I guess.
I buy another drink.
Oh. Oh.
They're either super hammered or super sober to you.
Yeah.
Can I roll a perception to see if they're...
Yeah, they're doing all right.
They're doing alright.
They got a couple drinks. They're doing all right.
So what do we think? Yes, no, pick someone else?
You're the storyteller.
It's up to you.
I go over to them.
Okay.
I sort of stride up. How many are there?
3 of them.
Okay, there are 3 of them. I stride up and I sort of sidle in with their space.
Okay.
And I say,
So one of
And I say,
the yeah, the first one as you approach the first one, which one of the 3 is it? Okay, so the male Talene like looks up at you and looks like a smile. He's, care to join us?
That's what I was thinking too. And I sit
And he,
right
like,
next
yeah,
to him.
he shuffles aside to clear a spot on the bench next to him.
So, I couldn't help but notice you 3. What are 3 men like yourselves doing in a place like this? Are you regulars? I'm new in town, you see. I just got here.
He laughs. and-
No one to talk to.
He laughs. I think one of the other people across the table like just shakes their head and says, "No, us in a place like this regularly." Ugh. And the one you like sat next to like looks across at him and says, "Oh God, let's randomly name generate." I don't know why I ever close
David.
this. I use it so
Corvo.
often. David, sure, David. He's like, now, David, be kind to our guest. And he like looks across, he looks back at you and says, "I apologize for my friend. He's a horrible oath."
Oh,
Oh,
these
so-
are definitely people from the fucking capital. They have to be.
Oh, don't worry. I know quite a few surly people myself. It's no offense taken. But, and I look right at the dude who's being sociable. What's wrong with this place? Like, are there any other places you'd recommend to a few young people who have just entered town.
He looks around and laughs. He says, "It's as good as any other. I think my companion would rather just not be stuck in this town for as long as possible. To me, I think it's quaint. Lovely seaside town. See the people. It's nice."
Ooh, are you traveling? And I'm trying to like get them all engaged in the conversation. Like, are you merchants? Are you?
Yeah, the
travelers?
one,
What
the
do you
one
do?
that like, the one that seemed just like the one that seemed like annoyed before doesn't really like probably like rolls his eyes and like grunts and like looks off. The other one like looks at you. The Aravan looks at you and says, "Aye, merchants from the capital."
Ooh, what do you sell?
The Italian says, he shrugs. He's all sorts, whatever we find. That's why we travel. Pick up whatever exotics we can and travel back to the capital. They fetch a nice price.
Ooh, that's wonderful.
He's like, used to like.
Do you have any stories from other places you've been?
Hank shrugs. He says, well, I do know this one tale. Survey, ruins to the south of here somewhere. Apparently they just found a new discovery, a new antique, something from the old ages. Apparently it's a Tala relic in an old Taline ruin. Something interesting. The first real example of the major races interfering in our pitiful lives. And he laughs.
Ooh. Are you interested in looking at this antique? Are you going to go there?
He shrugs. He says, there's already been a party sent from what I've been told. They're going to find it and bring it back. I'm sure I'll go to whatever museum it gets put in once it's been dug out of the ground. It seems interesting. A whole new age in our history. Something we've never known of before.
It does indeed. That just sounds fascinating, doesn't it? What about you two then? And I look at the other two. Do you all work together?
Yeah, the Taline who's not being polite doesn't really interact. The Aravan,
I'm gonna go and sit next to him. I'm gonna sidle up and sit next to him.
I think so. Like it's like a. If you imagine like a benches table.
Yeah.
And it's like the Taline, the one who's been speaking a lot is like here. And then next to him is Mock, and then on the other side of the table it's like the Aravan, and then in the far corner is the Talin who's not been speaking. So I guess you could like jump in the booth that's like behind them and like lean over the.
No, I sidle up and kind of squish up next to him.
Yeah, you can squish up next to the Aravan. You couldn't squish up next to the Talin.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. You'd have to go past the Aravan.
Then I like kneel down next to him on the ground.
There's a wall. That's a wall. They're in a corner.
Oh, he's so boring. I break the wall down with my almighty strength. I'm just gonna come and like kind of kneel between the two of them then. So I imagine like I can fit in the gap there between kind of let him down and prop him.
Okay, sure. And the Talian who's been friendly says, a friend of yours. And he looks towards Mock.
Yes, isn't she cute? That's Flavy. That's.
And he inclines his head. Lovely to meet you, Flavy. A pleasure.
I bow my head to him.
He does the same, and so does the Aravan. The Taline in the corner kind of like begrudgingly like nods.
Oh, we're all friends here. No need to be like that. And I'm just.
The Aravan says, ignore him. He won't give you much of a conversation anyway. We're the friendly ones.
Oh, trust me, I know
Smiles.
exactly what that's like.
He smiles. He says, well, what brings you down here? A lot like yourselves?
Well, you see, the two of us and I, if you notice our instruments, we're actually a duo. We're a minstrel duo. We travel around. We just got here. We heard that the Citadel's quite good for people who want to make a few coin on the street, just entertaining, making people laugh, smile.
The Italian smiles. He says, "Why don't you give us a show? If you're
Here we
He
go.
says if-
Roll
he
one on
says if
performance. Roll.
you're good, I would even have a show for you back in my estate."
Is there a stage in this building?
Is there a stage?
Yeah,
That
of course.
is the question.
We're getting on that stage.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm sure we can arrange something. But forgive us, we've spent a week on a boat. If we're a little rusty, just please be kind.
He laughs. "I'm sure you'll be fine." A quick reminder that you both have inspiration.
Hey, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna
How do I use that again?
You just roll and you mark off the
Okay,
fact
I
that
get
you've
the
used
better
your
of
inspiration,
whatever.
then you roll.
I mean,
and
I've
you get
got
advantage.
proficiency on performance anyway, but still.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it'll give you advantage as well. So proficiency gives you your proficiency bonus,
go.
which would be a +2, and then you get advantage on that as well if you used your thingy. Good job.
Oh, there we go.
Good job, both of you used it. Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
Time to start a pickpocketing.
I think the tavern actually, like, a lot of them, even like the merchants and a lot of the rest of the tavern
Had
kind
to
of
break out the recorder. I'm kidding.
stand up and walk to the stage and kind of walk, like, form a crowd around the stage, and like, yeah, you start playing. And what are you playing? What have you decided to play for us this fine
we
evening?
would have as we were walking over, we would have like decided on a
Yeah,
tune.
absolutely.
We were, like,
Yeah, kind of like how school kids, when you're in a play, like discuss like the lines, like when they're on stage.
Yeah.
Like...
we just
Yeah. So what did you guys decide to play?
something a little jolly,
Okay,
I
cool.
suppose
Yeah.
would
So
be
like
the best
as
thing to get everyone's attention.
as you start playing, a few
I bring it in
people-
with
a few people who maybe know the words to the song, if there are any, start along with you, and they start to like clap and cheer along, and everyone seems happy with your performance. It's really good, and you see
and we
you see the
take it
merchants.
going on.
You see the merchants standing there like smiling and watching and clapping along, and Cardinal.
Yeah.
Yep, we keep it going on for as long as he's doing his business for us.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm dancing around as well. I like to
Same.
think that I'm kind of
I
like we're swapping
Yeah.
arms and like going around.
Absolutely,
Well,
yeah. It's a whole performance. Yeah, absolutely.
So, do I get advantage from them doing this already, or do I have to use inspiration?
I'll give you advantage. Yeah, they rolled really well, so you can absolutely.
Oh,
Everyone's
yeah.
distracted
Putting on
enough
a
from the
fucking
really
show.
good performance.
22.
Didn't need it.
Hey.
Sweet. Yeah. So you managed to pickpocket not only the two wealthier looking merchants, but a few other members of the crowd who catch your eye. And you end up getting. Let's do this, and then this. Oh, let's probably put a slash in front of that. Yep, and then. So you end up getting 4 gold, 4 silver, and 9 copper from these people in total.
I have another drink.
Religion is failing you right now.
Zon's just in a corner getting hammered.
You
Yeah,
have no
Zon's in a
resolve.
corner getting really drunk. Oh, Zon. Oh, Zon.
Just so the two bards know, I gave you each a cut, so you each got a gold.
Oh,
Thank you.
adorable. Sure.
I'm just saying to mark that down now, so I
Yeah,
don't have to
so-
remember.
Yeah.
Sweet.
fair.
So yeah, your performance wraps up,
We take a bow in hands.
Yeah.
and I think
You just see me in the back giving a thumbs up.
and I think the merchants, everyone claps, and the merchants like clap, and then like beckon you back over as they walk back to the table.
I like brush myself down, like smarten myself back up and walk over.
I don't. I just I just head on back over.
Sweet. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you take your seats, and You see both even the like the grumpy Talon like has like a grin on his face now, even though he's clearly trying to hide it.
I knew I could make you smile.
The two others are like openly like very happy. They're having a very good time, and the Talion's like shakes his head and with a smile and a chuckle. He says, "You'll have to come back and play for the estate. They'll love it. They'll love you. You're amazing. Where were you? Where
was I?
This? Where did you come from?"
Oh. Well.
He shakes his head.
You know,
He's
I
like,
come from a.
Has some patron been keeping you in their back pocket? Do you have a musical patron? Would you like one?
Oh well, we usually just, you know, we just play off whenever we want, wherever we want. It's all for fun, you know.
He laughs. Of course, musical talent like yours should not be kept in one place. If you ever change your mind and decide that whatever you're doing you don't want to anymore, and you'd like a patron for your arts, come find me. I live in the estate just outside the capital. You'll know it when you see it. It's the large one. It says, he shakes his head, he says,
Not a size queen.
You'll see it. Anyway, if you ever decide you want a change of career, and a patron can help in these things, come and see me. My God. And looks at both of you.
Well, it's certainly something to consider. We will be in touch, I assure you. I'm sure we'll see each other at some point.
He says, he looks over. I've already forgotten the name of the grumpy man.
David.
David. Yeah.
David. Yeah, he looks like the merchant looks over at David. He says, David, if you wouldn't mind, a coin or two for the minstrels? And David, David begrudgingly pulls out his coin pouch.
That is not necessary at all.
And as you start to say that, and as you say that, the Aravin puts out his hand and no, of course it is. What a performance! And then they count out 10 gold coins each, and then put them in the table in front of you, of David's coin pouch.
Well,
I bow and thank them.
They nod and say, It is us who should be thanking you. Thank you. It was, well, more than we expected in a place like this.
Well, you do us too much kindness. We only mean to please, but you don't suppose there's anything else for us to do in this town?
He shrugs. He says, "Well, you can obviously continue to play music."
Well, yes, that's a given at any moment.
But no, unfortunately, this town is a little bit of dock and a market. If you wish to experience true arts, and true culture, places where talents like yours are everywhere and thrive, head to the capital. There is a district devoted to your talents. Head to the... I actually have a name for it.
We're going to the red light district.
I am in.
So the Soho of that city.
What? He says, head to the Aeolian. Tell them that...
Oh.
I'll send it to you.
Alright.
The Aeolian. But spelled with an E.
Well, like aioli, like garlic mayonnaise.
Spelled like so. And he says,
I'm assuming it's a... Oh,
says,
okay, yeah.
head to the Aeolian. Tell them that Savarin sent you. They'll love you.
Saffron.
I jot that down on my paper. Like I carry paper and pen around to
Sure.
write songs and
That's
stuff.
At this, Zon gets up and stumbles out the bar.
Oh, he's going night
Oh,
walking.
he's had a night, the poor boy. He's...
I'll follow you, just so you don't, go punching homeless person.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So yeah, I think as we see Severin and his company like continue to praise the bards, the camera follows Zon and Nox as they step out into the streets of the day.
Oh, is it daytime?
It's like afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have thought we'd have been partying into the night. That's what
Jesus.
I
I thought
assumed
it
time
was
would have
I thought it was
passed. I feel like
night.
we before
It would have been like it's probably like late afternoon now.
Is this in like the accommodation of the town as well?
What do you mean? Like,
Or
this is where you
Is this like where you buy like rent a
As in,
room?
would you rent a room
you could
upstairs?
yeah you could. There'd be other
I-
places, but you could rent here.
I step out the door and then stop
Turn right back in.
About to
and turn right back in and ask for a room.
Okay, so as you turn around, like you open the door and you walk directly into Cardinal.
Excuse me, and I
Oh,
can't
damage.
ask him.
What?
Like my eyes are like down, and I like stumble back into the bar.
Yeah, and you kind
Gotta go
of bump
okay.
Right
past
away.
Cardinal.
I don't necessarily know it's Cardinal.
Yeah, you're not looking. So like, you bump into him, it's like excuse me, and kind of like push your way past.
Yeah.
How hammered is he though?
Can you roll me a Constitution?
Two
save?
hammers.
No.
Yeah, not looking great.
Oh
Not our boy Zon is not looking good.
no, poor boy.
So I lay both my gold pieces on the table and ask for a room.
Nods. He says, and for how many nights, sir?
I just push the gold pieces. Where's the room?
He nods and kind of reaches behind the bar and throws you a key. Up the stairs. The door to your left. Down the corridor, look for the numbers.
Alright, I just go.
Yeah, as you turn, he goes, do you need someone to show you the room?
Just like, I just gesture this.
Oh my god.
That's a moment from real life.
Throwback.
Sweet. Alright, yeah, so you
Is he
You head
rolling to make it into the right room?
I mean, he wouldn't be able to
I feel
open
like
any.
he should.
I imagine. So what I'm picturing is because like he wouldn't be able to unlock any other room, so he's
No, but
probably
you
like
just fumble it up
trying
with
a
the
bunch
tools.
of the locks until he find one that the key opens.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. And what is everyone else doing?
Did we see him stumble upstairs?
Yeah, I think everyone saw him stumble upstairs.
Okay, I sort of. I'm very amused. I give Flavie a look that we're like, let's head off. But I
Yeah.
also like, what would you say about this place's, is staying here pretty? Is it nice enough? We're not very bothered on the quality of living, but it's nice enough. Yes, you would say.
The Aravan shrugs. Says, it's nice enough. Not for David here, but nothing but his bed back in the capital will do him. It'll be fine.
Anything with a bed and a roof is fine for us, isn't that right?
I nod and smile politely.
The
Well, what time is it? Would you say?
it's like late afternoon, so it'd be like 5 or 6.
Jesus Christ.
It's an
Like-
early night.
Late afternoon. You hear just fucking. Is it. What's like the bathroom situation? Like, does each room have a bathroom? Like, is it
I
like a communal
would say it's
It'd be
like,
like a
I'd say it's like
bucket.
communal.
It'd be
Yeah,
like,
if you mean
a
by
wash
bathroom,
bucket.
a chamber pot.
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
chamber
There'd
pot
be
and
like a
wash
chamber
bucket.
pot in the room, and then like a communal area to
Shower.
dispose.
You just
of.
hear like
With a
violent
big bucket of
vomiting.
water.
You hear violent vomiting upstairs.
Well,
Poor Zon.
I direct to the 3 men. Like, we're gonna go find a place to set our stuff down for however long we're planning on staying here, but I hope I see you again. And I sort of give a little flourish bow. To
Yeah,
the
and
three of them.
he bows. The Tarleen who nods, who's like been speaking to you the whole time. He nods. He says, "Indeed, and if you ever find yourself by the capital, you're always welcome."
That is good to know. Thank you so much. And we'll.
Yeah, I bow and take my leave as well.
All right,
And I'll head upstairs and find Zon.
sweet, cool. Yeah, so you find you will get rooms.
I'm assuming he
Zon-
didn't close the door.
Zon's paid enough money for you all to get rooms. So
Certainly did.
you've all got rooms. And then yeah, Zon doesn't look great.
We're all just like sitting in the room with him. Just like, I'm just patting his back, like, there you go, buddy.
Zon's
All
like
out.
Zon's got like tears in the corner of his eyes, and he seems angry for some reason.
I'm just patting his back, like, let it all out, buddy. It's alright.
Does Zon, to look at, does he have any kind of religious artifacts that you'd be able to see on him?
No.
Is Noxu around?
Oh yeah, I probably like as you're patting him, I'm in the doorway just watching, shaking, my expressionless mask not changing.
This is very like for I don't know like before the guild, but like this is very out of character.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like,
Yeah,
we're all a little like, huh? Well,
it's like,
it
what's
happened
going on here?
anyway. I stand up and I go over to Nox and I hand him 5 gold. I'm like, you deserve this just as much as I do. So I hand you 5 gold.
I feel slightly internally. Thankfully, you can't see my face. I'm slightly sad that you made more doing honest work than I did stealing. But
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
So yeah, the rest of the night passes. The rest of the evening and night passes uneventfully. And you wake up the next morning and... Zon, can you roll me another Constitution saving throw?
oh
Certainly can.
no, is the hangover going to be worse?
Let's see.
So, like, just before, the amount of drinks consumed wasn't necessarily a lot.
Yeah.
So if it's the next morning,
Yeah.
I'm gonna call bullshit on a hangover, but we'll go anyway.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, there we go.
Hey, there we go anyway.
You're right.
You're fine.
See, the roll 20 always has my back when I need it.
yeah.
Apart from it doesn't.
Apart from anything you roll.
Cool. So yeah, basically, the next morning comes about and everyone wakes up feeling better. You guys head downstairs and the tap room is pretty much empty. There's no sign of the merchants you were speaking to last night or anything like that. Yeah, is there anything you guys want to do this morning? I'm assuming you want to procure your transport and head out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. So that's a pretty easy matter. As Davos said, he's provided you with enough gold to get to where you need to be without any real hassle on your part. If one of you wants to roll a persuasion or something like that,
I'm happy to do
and
that.
somebody else, basically whoever's got the best persuasion,
I have
roll,
+4 to persuasion.
and whoever has the second best persuasion
I-
also roll.
I
And the
think
second
that's
best
me,
persuasion
Sophie.
roll first.
So what's your plus to persuasion, my girl?
Mine's +3.
Oh, excellent. All right. So I've got the +4. No. Oop.
Oh, cunt.
There we go.
So yeah,
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Flavi.
Wow, language, Jake.
Right, language warning.
I just burnt my hand, so.
Flavi gives Mock inspiration, advantage. Sorry, from assisting basically. So yeah, you get to. I'm probably gonna say you negotiate transport, and you have 50 gold to spare from the money that
The money that Zon's got on him.
the Zon had, and that's transport from the capital and then back to the port afterwards.
Okay.
So you've got like 50 gold to spare. So you've got your
Sweet.
transport to and from the capital when you need, and then you've got 50 gold spare. Cool. So, basically, as we kind of time skip the week or so that it would take to travel, probably a week and a half it'd take to travel overland to get to the capital on this fast cabin, fast caravan. Basically, we fade. The camera kind of like fades out as we see the caravan with the party in it. I think we see probably we see from like inside. We're looking. The camera kind of pans around the group, and it eventually pans around until we can see out a window. And out the window, we see this beautiful, like beautifully architectured. Like think of like elven cities in like Lord of the Rings and stuff. Like a city that sprawls out in front of you, and right in the dead center of the city, kind of like almost like a mountain, kind of goes up in towards the middle.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And then like you see like throughout these different concentric rings of like districts, you can see them getting nicer and nicer and nicer, and like less houses to each ring, sort of things. Like as you go up, there's like, you know, there might have been like 15 rings, 15 houses here, then there's 10, then there's 5, and 3, and then there's just the one big central palace on top. As we look at this, like, yeah, beautiful, delicate architecture that spans throughout the city. That's where the camera like, fades to black, and we get the outro music for today's week, and that is where we're going to end it. So, does anyone have any goals they think they achieved this session?
Yes, me.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So what we're basically going to do is anyone who had goals, we're going to go through them now. So you're going to read out which goals you think you achieved, and the group is going to kind of we'll decide together whether we think you did. And then even the goals you think you might be a bit iffy on whether you achieved or not, you can read out, and the group will help decide whether you did or not. And then basically from there you send me them in a private message on Skype, and then I'll assign experience, and we'll go through experience at the start of next session.
Cool.
So, Flavie, we'll start with you. What did you achieve this session, or did you?
The one I definitely achieved is sing a sea shanty with the captain.
Sweet, awesome. Was there any possibles in there that you wanted to discuss?
Possible one. This was it. I haven't written it in regards to like being on the boat, but it was in regards to being on the boat. But I suppose it sounds continuous. The way I have it written is protect Urbo from harm. So my buck. I don't want him to get harmed on sea. I don't know whether you count that or not.
What does the party think?
I mean, he didn't take any damage. He didn't-
So he's alive. Yeah, I can't argue that.
Sweet.
I
But
suppose
is he
wasn't-
mentally
I suppose he wasn't
scarred?
actively in danger, though. I suppose.
Yeah, is he mentally scarred from watching the monk get beat half to death?
Was he just like silently eating?
Well,
All
because like he was kept like just on top of the
Yeah.
ship. Like there wasn't like a stowaway like area. You couldn't stow him. So he was out in the open to the elements and to the pirates that got him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm okay with it. You can have that.
I'd say yeah.
sweet,
So
that's
yeah,
all of fun.
send
And by
me
sitting with him, yeah.
once again. Send me a private message on Skype which ones you achieved, because then I can basically look at the private message and assign experience based on them. Mark.
Okay.
you have any
I
goals?
literally wrote, con someone, tell an outrageous story, and find out more about teammates. Just pry into
Sweet.
teammates' lives.
I think you got all of those,
No.
right?
I don't know if I told an outrageous
But
story.
that's the
or
only
not.
one I'm not sure about. Is the
Yeah.
outrageous story.
What about the one of the haunting
Yeah.
in the bar?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, send me all 3 of those. Those sound good. Zon, buddy.
I think. I achieved the one I said.
Yep.
Just
Kind of
because
done.
of the where you decided to have the long rest.
Sure.
So only just really is what I'm saying.
Yep, that's fine. That's a super secret one. That one's fine. Is there any more public goals that you achieved this session?
I hadn't come up with any public goals.
Okay, that's fine. Cardinal.
Beyond getting super screwed on one goal by Jake,
Yeah.
What did I do? What did I do?
No.
You
One of my-
made us fight people on the ship. I'm pretty sure his goal would have been to like resolve that like peacefully, wouldn't it?
Almost word for word, yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Uh,
Any others?
Yes, beyond being super fucked by Jake, and I did the goal multiple times. It was to use my thieving skills for gain.
Yay.
100%.
Definitely did that.
And any others? Or
No.
was all
I
bad.
was so sure I would get that avoid combat through diplomacy one, but then some cunt with a quarterstaff was like,
you
Molly
would
Wallop.
too.
sure, that's fine.
Should know Jake better.
So yeah, send me that one, and I'll work out experience. So everyone send me the
John's goals
goals.
should be just start fight whenever possible.
So send me the goals that you worked out, and I will
With the
set that up.
Goals. Are we
Yeah.
doing it so we have a new set each session, or you always have 3, or like
You always
got
have
main
3.
goals
it'd
and
be-
little
it'd be-
goals?
So you basically have 4 goals. So you have 1 major goal and 3 minor. The 3 minor goals, it's better that they change each session, because that way you have basically your 3 minor goals are things that you want to be able to achieve in a session. That is how you'll get the most experience out of this game. That's how you'll level your
Okay.
characters the quickest. So
So I
it
have one
works.
here that I just wrote to like fill space, but it's not really relevant to either group.
yeah. So
Okay.
it's better. It's better that you write your 3 minor goals as things you can achieve in a session,
Right.
and it's better they change. They don't have to. They could be the same. But the rhyme and reason behind the way I give experience for it is the higher level you are, the less experience you're going to get for easier goals. So if you're not going to get the same amount of experience each time for
Yeah.
the same goals. As you get higher level, the goals will become less, which will push you to try and accomplish harder and harder and more impressive feats.
Unless the other group is super try-harding, and then you're like, have all
Oh,
the
you know they
experiences.
will.
I
You
mean,
know
we're just
they
in it for
will.
the
Oh, I
fun and
know.
the banter. We're just
Yeah.
we're here to make money and fuck bitches.
And I'm all out of money.
Man, if only that pirate didn't take all your stuff, Jake.
Oh well.
I'm here to make bitches and fuck money. Wait.
That's the one.
Wait a
Um,
minute.
Yeah, cool. So, thank you everyone for playing, and thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to all of the followers that we got this session. That was awesome. And to close out, does anyone have anything they would like to be able to plug to the chat?
One day I'll get something relevant. Not
Of course.
Lane, buddy, do you think?
There should be a link in the description somewhere, as usual. But I do a music podcast with another guy. It's fun. Go listen. Subscribe. It's called In the Wee Hours.
I'm trying to find a
Like,
link.
comment, and subscribe.
Send the link. I actually need to follow this, so you know.
I'm trying to find the link. Oh boy. I have way too many subscriptions on YouTube. In the hours.
There hasn't been activity for about a couple of months, but the newest episode should be up
There we
this
go.
week.
Sweet, so I'll drop a link to that in the chat if people are interested. There we go.
Look, boom, subbing right now.
Jake, you do some things. What do you do?
So I do really shitty streams, which is cool. I get drunk and I stream shitty games like SimCity and other
It's
kind
not
of
a
relaxed.
shit game.
But anyway,
fun.
yeah, I just do it kind of casually. I do it more to like just chat to people who come and decide to watch. I will be buying a mic over the like an actual proper mic over the next few days, so audio quality will be nicer. But yeah, no, come follow me at Tipsy Drunk or come watch me. Just come talk shit. That's kind of why I do it. Yeah, no, thanks.
Sweet. Anyone else? Got things?
I mean,
Abby does art.
I
Yeah.
do.
She makes She makes.
I
cool things.
do art and I make bracelets.
Hang on.
I'm
It's up there.
sporting.
I don't know how
Oh
well
my
you can
god,
see
it
it.
looks so funny up there.
It's up there.
It's my tourist print.
It is. It
Oh, there it
is.
is, tourist.
Yeah.
the bracelets.
All of my socials are Abby Hobbs
Unreal.
_art. So it's the same on Facebook.
Thanks,
on the
dude.
Facebook page, and it's the same on Instagram as well. You can find me on both places.
Sweet. And last and least,
Oh,
Lost
I
and
also-
least. Lost and least.
I also do some streaming.
that's rough.
You're already here. You're already on my channel. Congratulations, you made it. If you want to watch me also be terrible at video games and chat shit and get drunk, hit the follow button right here where you are now. And thank you to everyone who already did. I know you're probably just gonna hear to check out some D&D stuff. Which, talking of D&D and roleplay content, we have another game tomorrow night in Stars of Outnumber, which is a sci-fi. Basically, think sci-fi D&D. It's pretty cool. We're in like week something of that game. 7 or 8, yeah, of that game. And then, so each of these games are fortnightly. So basically, if you're part of the Discord, I have a fortnightly schedule, which is really weird, and it's not going to make a lot of sense, but hopefully it'll start to make sense. So that's the Discord. So join that, because that has the best link to my schedule, because I can't do fortnightly schedules on Twitch, which kind of sucks. I kind of need an extension that's going to allow me to do fortnightly schedules. But I'll basically, there's a schedule. It's a fortnightly. It's like week 1, week 2, and there'll be an asterisk next to the week we're in currently. And I'll attempt to remember to update that so you guys know which week of the schedule we're currently in. In week 1, which is this week, we have these guys playing this game of D&D, and that's a Monday night game. And then in this week we have our Tuesday night Stars game, and then in week 2 we have a Tuesday night Legacy of the Lost game, which is happening in the same world at the same time with the same thing. Hey, you might even, if you tune in for both games, you might even notice some Easter eggs that I throw into games, like mentioning what the other party is doing, because I did that this session for those watching, and who have seen the other session. I mentioned what the other party was doing. It's cool. So yeah, if you check out both games, you'll pick up on some things and learn more about the world that's developing and events that are happening together. And because they are happening in the same world at the same time, chronologically balancing the games is actually going to make me want to blow my head off. But that's fine, because, time skips are great, and I'm going to have to continuity balance them in both games, and oh my god, it's going to give me a headache. Especially because there's an event coming up soon where I want both parties to arrive at the same time.
Oh boy.
And I'm hopefully going to organize both parties to be at least for like an hour in a session all together. It's going to be a nightmare.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna have to make such an awful overlay for that.
It's gonna, my head's gonna explode.
Can you,
It's gonna be
dude?
great.
Can Skype handle that?
Look, if they can't,
Skype
I
can
need to
handle
find
like
a different.
Mafia games, so
If it can't,
You
we
might
need
even
to
have
find
to
a different
Discord it,
one.
right?
We could Discord it, yeah. So yeah, it'll probably be about an hour of like the two parties in the same place at the same time. But it's gonna make me want to die. But that'll be fun. It'll be an interesting GMing experience. Oh god. Yeah.
it's got you there.
So I hope everyone enjoyed today's session. I hope you check out all of the things that we do outside of this, and I hope to see you all tomorrow for some Stars of Outnumber. Until then, I hope you have a lovely night, and goodbye.
Bye.
Too sweet.